Hello, good evening. How is everyone? Just waiting for the things to load up, and welcome along to the open mic hour. This could be interesting. Missed me little sidekick tonight. Hope everybody's fine. Hope everybody's well. What day are we on? Thursday already. I'll just wait for people to come in and into the comments box. Good evening, Nikki. How are you? How's things? How's Leeds doing? I've just seen you've been into Leeds today. What you've been up to? What's everybody else been up to? Welcome along to the open mic hour. Tonight, just a general catch up. Let's see what everybody's up to. Mari, and see where everybody else is tuning in from. Good evening and welcome along to the open mic hour. I know a lot of people sit there in the background, but I'm going to safely say tonight I've got not as much as a little difference. What I've got tonight is I'm going to do a little bit of a competition time. So I haven't got my open mic thingy there on the top on the logo, but if anyone can share any of the Keep Paranormal investigations over the next hour until we finish this show, I'm going to do a little competition time. So any of our moderators there as part of the team, could you let me know people's names that shared any of the paranormal investigations coming up that we've got? And I'm going to do a little competition time for all them people that shared as well, because we've got like Shepton Mallet coming up, Judges Lodgings, St Bravel's, got Guy's Cliff, Shrewsbury Prison, Falstaff, Edinburgh Bolts, the Village Mansfield. We've got Team Investigation for Derby Goal, and obviously Christmas Party. That's on my list at the moment. So if anybody does share, can you share the investigations for us at some point in the next hour? So I know a lot of people have either a computer and all that, but I'll leave it, say 15 minutes after the show. What I'm going to do as a competition, I'm going to get somebody's name and address, because I'm going to be giving away my little Scooby-Doo. I can't remember how I come along, how he came along, but obviously I'm going to give Scooby-Doo away tonight to one lucky person. All right, so that's your competition prize tonight. I'll try and remember where I got him from, but he's been part of the team for ages, but I'm going to give him away if anyone can share the Keep On Paranormal Investigation events we've got coming up. So share away, moderators, keep me in touch, and that's what I'll be looking to give away tonight as well. And also, I think any topic, it's your hour, it's any topic, any subject. If you want to fire away questions, feel free. If I've got any help, I've got any knowledge that I can share, I'll certainly do that. Good evening, David. Entertaining the kids, you're exhausted. That's what it's all about. It's your hour now, Nikki. Shepton Mallet, everyone's getting excited, aren't they? Good evening, Dave, as well. And also, guess what else I've got? I've got some cards. So, if anybody would like a reading, let me know. All right. If anyone would like a reading or cards, just have the table set out. Topic and subject. I will be trying to get hold of some more guests over the next few weeks. As again, I am off at half term, so it has been a little bit topsy-turvy week. And I obviously, you know, I am a routinist and I do go with the flow. So any questions, fire away. Hello, Angelique, Nikki. Hope you're all right. Oh, go on then, Nikki. It's funny that even before I started tonight, Nick, I was seeing you tagged in Leeds today, and I was drawn to these cards. I don't usually use these cards. And anyone's got any questions or what you've come across or what you've seen. Also, as well, I've seen a little clip there before. I think it's Discovery Plus. How are people getting on with that? How are people finding that Discovery Plus? Just to reiterate as well that, you know, I've seen a few paranormal programs that are on there. And again, all readings for entertainment purposes, we have to say that by law. Obviously, that's not my view, but that's what we have to state as well. So I'll just put that in the comments box for us, moderators, if you can, please. I'm going to do a card for you, Nicky, because I was drawn to you on Nick. All right, peace. I know you've not had a peaceful day, Nick, but now it's peace comes from remembering the one and only real love. So there's love in and around you, Nick, as well. So what I'm going to say with that, there's a lot of, I always, when I get orange colours and yellow colours, it's contentment. When your heart's happy and content, darling, you've got less to worry about. So life flows easily with that as well, Nick. So I'm going to give you that card for that. I'm going to keep it short and sweet on that because I feel that that's what you've needed. I just do feel that you've had that major upliftment with getting out and about, getting back to normality with things. And even though you're tired, but I just feel like that's what it's all about. Your heart feeling happy and content and ticking the boxes in that area. Good evening, Jess. Lovely Discovery Plus. You've stolen. Oh, right. Okay. So you've got somebody's login. That's fine. How many logins are you allowed on that? But I've seen a couple of clips of a few things on there and I was quite interested as well. Good evening, Melanie, Jenny, John Hammonds. Good evening. Nice to have you along. Janice, I'll do you some cards as well. You're not keen on Discovery Plus, but the hubby loves it. That's fine. Know how to keep him in his quiet place then, don't you, Angelique? There you go. There's a remote control and you can go and do what you need to do. Oh, yes, feels so much better getting back to normality. Again, I do feel there's a little bit of a game with the whole scenario out there. I do feel that there's been a lot of things that haven't added up over the last 15 months. And I'm not going into my personal views, but at the end of the day, I just feel it's not added up for me, the whole scenario. That's my personal view anyway. So that's how I feel for you, Nick. I'm just going to say heart happy and content. Just bear with me. So don't forget to share. Keep Paranormal page some of the investigations we've got coming up as well. And I might have a few other little bits and bobs that I can put my hands on as well to add on to that little Scooby-Doo as well. Haunted Scouse. I mean, how class is that? You know what I mean? He's ace. So again, it's just time for him to go. It's time for him to move on as well. Right. Good evening, Rick. You treat him so well. Yes, I bet you do. And I bet you he has his peace and quiet. What's anybody else seen out there in the paranormal world this week? Has anyone come across any interesting photographs? Right, let's see where we're up to. If you're drawn to me, would love a reading. Jenny. Okay, right. With these cards, Jenny, I do have a pack of cards that's 36 years old. And I'm just drawn to more of the modern version of them. And these are usually 2 to 5 years, where me older tarot cards work with over the next 12-month period. But I'm drawn to 2 to 5 years with this. So it's not about washing over the next 6 months for you, Jenny. It's like I need to move on and give you a little bit more scope down the line is how I feel. Love this card, purple, the Emperor. The Emperor is so solid, and to me it's just a solid card, but sitting where you need to be over the next 12 months. The World is like more in control with the world and get out into nature with the Eagle, but sitting pretty where you need to be. And again, it's like, right, I've achieved it, but it's like a 12-month period up until the 2 to 5 year period. So after the next 12 months, 2 years to 5 years within that reign, the Emperor, what he actually brings in is an influential or powerful man, which is yourself as a person, a kind, authoritative man, which is person, security, solid games, long-term success and stability. That's around the Emperor for you, Jenny, as well. Ooh, okay. They're telling me, I don't know whether you've had something quite recently, Jenny, where I feel like you've had butterflies. It seems to be a lot of butterflies around you at the moment. But I don't know if your heart's been flickering or something's, like takes your breath away, but in the same time gives you that excitement as well. I'm being told that at the moment, Jenny. So can you give me a thumbs up or something on that? Can you give me either a yes or a no on that in the comments box for us, Jenny? I just feel that there's just seems to be a little bit of excitement or over excitement or a little bit of a gasp, but just around flutters. So again, that could be around the scenario of your heart being in your mouth, but again, it's the excitement as well of something moving forwards. That's how I feel in and around you. I just feel that you've gone through that process the last couple of days, Jenny. And Lisa, you'd love a reading. I'm sticking with Jenny at the moment. All right, so just bear with me. I will get to you. Ideas and inspirations has also come around for you with that as well, Jenny. All right, and again, when with a lot of information as well, I don't retain information as well. So 2 seconds. Right, I thought I spelled that wrong. Right, any questions as well? Fire away. I'm staying with Jenny for a second and I'll scroll back through on the comments. Hey up, lovely. You must be talking to me then, Rach. Also as well, Jenny, recognition and reward. But to me, there's a lot of knowledge coming in there as well. There's hope and knowledge. So it's not like suffering in silence. I feel you put all the hard work in and it's time for you to receive, Jenny. John Hammonds, come on, let me know. Yes. I love it. I love it. That's fantastic. Love the intelligence of spirits. Love Discovery Plus, Dave says. Been watching, put it up. Been watching Portals to Hell. Cecil's Hotel as well. That as well, it intrigues me with the Cecil Hotel. That there's like 500, 600, 700 rooms there as well. It's in quite in a downtown suburb, but even when I seen a little clip on the start of it on, I think it was on Netflix, it just seems to be, it's in quite a subdued area, if I remember rightly. And I just felt a lot of loneliness there in and around. I felt like there's been a few places more dilapidated and run down, that the area needed a boost as well. So sometimes just seeing a clip of a hotel, it just feels like the outside of it just seems to be struggling. The area just seems to be struggling as well at the moment. And that's what you usually pick up, little snippets like that as well sometimes. Right, let's gonna go back up. How's everyone doing anyway? Come on, let me know. Much better, much better. Where you all tuning in from? Hello, Melanie again. Just getting up to speed, folks, so just bear with me. Oh, Melanie Nash, I suppose them hearts and all that are after a little bit of a reading. Okay. They're telling me spiritually about 5 things for you, Melanie, as well. So what I'm getting drawn to in and around just looking at you is, they would say choose wisely, but 2 or 3 of your options are already broken off. Just keep following the path directly. Keep moving forwards. That's what I'm drawn to at the moment spiritually from what's linking and around with me as well. And I've got 2 cards that's come out. Okay. Sacral chakra. All right. So if you need to meditate, balance and cleanse, go with it. But go with your gut intuition as well. I'm always drawn with. And obstacles and challenges, when I said about keep going straight forward, it's just, that makes sense to me. Just take the step and just keep going straight forward. But you've got to do it. It's like, how can I always explain, it's like, what's the word? If you don't take the step, you don't know, but you've got to keep pushing and pushing, but do it blind. Just take the step. It's like the Fool's card. You know what I mean? That's what else I get drawn to as well with the Fool's card. Where are we? Ooh, loads of cards just fell out then. Got there lively tonight. The Fool card that I'm seeing is freedom from the past, new beginnings, communication, an optimistic fresh start, a fun, lighted-hearted attitude, or an area or lack of knowledge. That's what I'm seeing spiritually as well, because sometimes my team say it's like that card, Garry, when I'm working with a psychic card, they'll show me a tarot card, and that's how it works sometimes. So, okay. And then again, there's a reward coming in for you as well, Melanie Nash. All right. So supportive people in and around you, but there's a little reward there coming in with the golden fleece. It's not abundance of money, but it's a little bit of uplift, and that certainly helps as well. So I don't know why I'm drawn to them cards tonight, that pack of cards. And how is everything with our Rach? What you know? Has our friend Katie been in touch with you, Rach? Try and get you down here and we'll sort a full reading out for you. And again, I'll put that on by law. Right, come on, give some questions, folks, as well. And I just love that. How's it going in Rachel's world? She's mad as a box of frogs. And again, Jenny is saying spot on chick as well. I'm going to do you the closing card as well, Jenny. So I will pop back onto you, and I'm just going to write Melanie's name down so I remember that I've read for her as well. Right, okay. The problem is sometimes you do get drawn to different cards, but Jenny just said to me, give the lovely lady a little closing card as well. Is there a female around you with I feel like it's a grandmother figure, which I feel, but I feel like there's some type of favourite cardie. I don't know whether she done one for you when you was a youngster and there's a favourite cardie, and I don't know whether it was shrunk at the time or it was miswashed, but I'm seeing some type of new cardie that was quite precious, and you know where someone's got their little favourite top or whatever, but I feel that this lady behind me is telling me about this favourite cardie. Now to me I feel like that was possibly knitted, but I feel it was quite precious towards you as a youngster or somebody in and around you, or you might have even knitted or got this cardie, but I just feel something's been miswashed as well, is what they're saying, and that preciousness has gone out of it, but it still means the same. That's how I feel with that as well. At the moment, divine guidance, search for the meaning in life, consider an alternative approach, surround yourself with wise teachers and friends. So again, keep yourself around with a lot of wisdom people, Jenny. Divine guidance. And again, the insight to these cards, anything with the tarot cards as well, you can look back on Google and you can Google the actual major arcana cards, and the in-depth for them can go 4, 5, 6, 7 pages. These are just like skipping over the little bits of the ins and the outs. So with these 5 or 6 meanings to a major arcana card of what I'm saying, 2 or 3 of them are picking the bones out of what it's being directed at you for as well, folks. All right. So give us a thumbs up on that as well if you can take that cardie as well, Jenny. Sunburnt. West Midlands, Melanie. It's Skid Row, very poor area. Yeah, I did see the start of it, but when as well, David, when a program opens up and even when people are walking up to it, you do feel like it's a scene, like, you know, you can I just imagine vagrants out there and people struggling to get by and people living on the streets and what they wouldn't give for the room. And I think that was the opening 4 to 5 minutes. And then after that, I couldn't really watch it because sometimes it brings a lot of weighted energy in. So when you're linking in and you're looking at a building, it can bring that weight to the area. So again, everybody else's struggles and strains can be a lot of weight for you, even when you're linking in and connecting, and you just bring that in. And sometimes you don't need that type of weight. So I might watch that another evening and have a little look at the hotel around the Cecil Hotel. Oh, hi, love and message. Kath, where are you tuning in from, Kath? Where are you tuning in from? Let's see where we're going. Okay. Kath, as I'm just in and around you at the moment, I'm just getting a very tight chest at the moment. Can you relate with a very large gentleman? I just feel very tight chest at the moment. Very dry. I feel very, very dry in this area. Okay, he's telling me about something will surpass. I possibly feel he thought that this would surpass, but it didn't. I feel like this was the start of the ailments that he suffered with. So obviously I feel like very dry lungs. Okay, I've not got no smoker's cough or nothing like that. I just feel very, very dry. Again, if it's not for you, just retain it. It might come up in a conversation. Ask your friends, family and loved ones as well if you can't retain any of that with this large gentleman. I just felt very tight on the windpipe and on the bronchial area as well. All right, let's just ask that to step back. Okay, I feel that gentleman's presence you knew when he walked in the room. All right, Kath, and I just feel that you wouldn't say much until you were spoken to. I feel that he had such a presence as well. So with that as well, I feel that it's not be seen and not heard. I just feel like I just feel it was just a very big presence when this gentleman walked in the room. I think everyone would listen first before they said anything. That's how I feel. It's like, oh, you know, that a family member or an uncle or anything, but I just feel it's like you would just go quiet when he walked in to see what type of mood he was in, basically, or see what his day would have been like as well. All right, okay, what's coming in and around your calf at the moment? And I'm getting a pain on the heart as well now. So that's the lower valve as well. So I'm going to ask them to take that back as well. Again, 6 of Wands has come in. So again, a supportiveness card of people in and around you. But again, reward coming in with the golden fleece. All right. So again, that's a little bit of something dropping your way. It could be a £5, £2, £5. Doesn't matter. You just come across a little bit more that's on its way in. And again, the half man, half horse is more knowledge. But again, it's not a dark card. It lights the sky up. It's got knowledge there in the card. And it's just a wise, capable advisor, forgiveness, tradition, friendships, and act of kindness. It's all about keep embedding what you're embedding. Spirits are watching and seeing what you're doing. So if you've had to be the wise person to help somebody just through a period over the last couple of days, or somebody's been struggling and you've helped and supported them, I could take to that it's, you know, there's more knowledge and wisdom there. So again, it comes around for you. And again, the card is coming out, communicate clearly. So if something's niggling away where you think, oh, I could have handled that a bit better, or talk to that person a little bit better, pick the phone up, get back in touch with them, and just rerun and recap, okay? Because if you've misinterpreted something or they've misinterpreted something, it's just about that clear. Be very black and white, say it down the middle is how I feel with that calf. And I'll go to another card for you as well. I'm going to go to my trusted friends with this one. Okay, and I'm seeing a very, very old pub, schooner, which is, again, this came out a couple of nights ago for me, the word schooner, but I just don't know whether black and white Tudor building, that's how I feel, but it's a schooner, it's an old pub. Don't know what they're saying. I just feel like there's a gentleman stood at this pub. I've had this, if it's not relating to you, it's fine. I've had this 2 or 3 days ago, this schooner being thrown at me spiritually. King of Wands, again, is your wishes. Put your wishes out there and your desires. But with the sheep there in the distance to one side, don't let somebody pull the wool over your eyes. Don't let somebody give you the fob story, and just don't open your purse just for the sakes of it. So don't be taken for a ride. Don't be taken for a mug. How I feel is no means no. Yes means yes. So again, say it how it is directly, Kath, and just run with that as well. But all's good, all's good. From East London, I love London. London is one of my favourite places. The amount of times I link in and see snippets of things on the telly and even on the news, and you're like, oh my God, I'd love to go there. And I've written something down as well. And do you know what? Lisa? It was in East London. And it was, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, it was the Bow Street police station. So I was drawn to there, Lisa. And this is what happens sometimes. And I know it's a museum. And I'm just drawn to the Bow Street police station at the moment. And again, I can either link in there, but I do feel that something's calling me there as well. So obviously that was back to the first policeman, and was it Sir John Peel? But I'm again drawn to Bow Street. So how far would that be away from you? Would you know? But I'd love to get down there one day. But I've written, it's in my little intro to put in my diary to have a look at, or just see if we can link in there as well, like Lisa. So anyone wants a reading, just let me know. All right. Anything? Oh, it's just scrolled up there, so just bear with me. David West, anything around me, Gaz? Yes, I feel you've got. I do know where you've been last weekend, but you've got about 6 or 7 little darlings with you, matey. 6 or 7 little hanger on spiritually that they want a lot of communication, and they are basically tapping you on the shoulder for your acknowledgement. I feel about 5 or 6 spirits around you that's just waiting for a few weeks time ahead. Right, okay. Picking up on a chap, his name's something like Carlo that you've picked up. Carlo or Carlos. Carlo, he just said. Okay, and this chap is very thick hair, pitted face as well. Very pitted face. So hopefully it'll be interesting if that comes out again in a few weeks' time. But he's definitely around the Shepton Mallet area. Okay, I'm going to say really wide nose as well. Quite flattish nose. I feel he's got 2 or 3 little tricks up his sleeve as well. It's like you've not seen this and you've not seen that. Again, there's more to this fella than meets the eye. Yeah, how I feel in and around the prison down there in Shepton Mallet, that this chap would be, come and see me if you need that. Come and let me know this, let me know that. He knew the ins and the outs of who to go to, what to see, leave it with me. That's that type of character you've got around you at the moment. But there's another 4 or 5 spirits as well. There's about 5 or 6 spirits around you. And again, it's when you watch the old porridge, it's like going into the top gentleman's office. But he's not a top gentleman. He's the top go-to person that will try and sort things out within the prison. That's how I feel. All right, just bear with me. Bear with me. Again, drawn to these cards for you are David. Definitely need to take a leap, Melanie. Just bear with me. Again, this card's come out, peace, and they have been shuffled. So again, peace, and comes from remembering that loved one. Love is real. Again, that's harmony. It's all about harmony. And there's so much, again, I know sun's been out the last few days, but just looking on the relief of people's faces and really sitting back and enjoying themselves over the last few days, it's so amazing to see it. Also, excuse me, could be a cough for this chap or one of them 5 or 6 chaps as well, Dave. So also it's come out with mental conflict. What I don't want you to do is just be yourself. Don't overanalyze. So don't beat yourself up about something. All right. I don't mean we all make mistakes. It's like just brush things off. It's just like, yeah, go with the flow more, young man. Go with the flow. And basically, when you go with the flow, it's more like things get easier, and the more laid back you get, it's just like I just feel more comes to the table for you and falls into place. So it's like, I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. It's like if you don't give a damn, things just seem to come your way more easily then. So if you've been winding somebody up, that would make sense. That would make sense altogether, Dave. Do you know what I mean? You know when you're really winding somebody up. And also as well for you, David, miracles. All right. So again, a lot of nice uplifting things there. So we'll see where we go. If anything else pops in, Dave, we'll see how we get on with that. Haunted Scouse, which one have we got? And hello, and again, don't forget to share one of the paranormal events, and I'll put people into a random draw for a good old Scooby-Doo. He's got to move on. He needs a new home. Needs to be rehoused. Oh, Scooby-Doo. So Siri's just popped in there for some reason, and the volume.
Here are some Scooby-Doo selections. The Scooby-Doo Show. Scooby and Scrappy-Doo. Scooby-Doo, where are you? A pup named Scooby-Doo.
Close.
The new Scooby-Doo movies.
Siri, stop.
Do you want to hear the next 5?
No, thank you. Bizarre. Very bizarre. Going well, Gary. I have a few weeks off after filming on the Whittle last Sunday. A well-earned break is much needed. It certainly is. Don't forget to inbox me and we'll tie up together. You're in Preston this evening. Oh, I remember I actually played at Deepdale when I was in my younger days. I actually played at P&E. I think it was in the artificial days. So I think that was, I think about 1995, 1996 in Preston. Yeah. So takes me back a few years, that. Hello, Stella. How are you? Just going through the comments. Don't forget, mix it up. We'll have a little bit of a random. Thank you very much, Gary. You're more than welcome, and it's no problem at all. If anything else pops in, you'll have a little think, see what comes in as well. Need to take the lead. Definitely do as well. I'm going to do another card on top of that. I'm going to go with the psychic cards because usually these drop in past, present, and future. And one's fell over. All right. So one's fell over the wrong way round. And that's balance. So that's what as well you need, Melanie Nash. But with the balance, you've got all the tools. You've got the cups, the swords, the pentacles, and the pentacles, the cups, the swords, and the wands as your wishes. So there's more balance coming in and around you as well, Melanie. So let's see where we're going. Ooh. Right, don't feed the medium, calf. I'll get down to you in a second, darling, which I have done. You've been informed. What's this, Rachel? Dragged off to yours next week. Yes, you're more than welcome. I'm sure I can do you the scouse. As I said, where are we? Calf, don't feed the medium. If any spiritual energies come in and around me, I'll pass them on, but don't feed the medium. All right, that's always the best way. And then, you know, it's pure, and, you know, obviously anything comes in, it is what it is. As you've asked that question, Kath, it's I've just got to show you a card again. All right. And the card has come out with the 3 of Pentacles is action. So don't dwell on anything. If you need to take action, take action. All right. That's what I've just got. Again, I feel if you're putting something off, go for it and do it. Janice, how can you get the woman who nothing but trouble with the kids that aren't supposed to be there? Well, you know what I always say with that, Janice, is just wish them loads of love and white light. And every time you feel annoyed or you feel fed up with the situation, just throw positive vibes towards that thought. And what happens is it goes round tenfold and it repels the other way, where even though it's not in your favor, just keep thinking positive. Keep thinking positive around it, Janice, as well. I'm not going to say complain. I don't mean it that way. But if you don't get on with them, man, they drive you nuts. Guess what cards just come out for you, darling? You asked the question. That's the card I got. So again, just wish them loads of love and white light around any situation that might not be in your favor. Again, everything works in different ways and mysterious ways as well. Here's one. What does everyone think about the spirit box catching future echoes as well as the past? Yes. Do you know, I brought this question up about 4 to 5 weeks, where I think I mentioned that as paranormal investigators, we all go searching for people that's passed in the realm over periods of times, be it whatever decade or century. And then how can we tell he's come on now again? And it's on off, it's on no volume. Somebody's after my attention again. Echoes of future echoes as well as the past. And then what I said in and around that question was, where people see things in the future, how do you pick up on it in the future via the spirit box? And basically, I would safely say when you're doing a spirit box session, is if you've got somebody with you with a notepad and pen, write everything down that they think they've heard, not relate it to you, and then you go home and listen to the EVP or of that session as well if you record it, and then you write down what you think you've heard. Try and remember what you've heard on the night as well. So it's like self-testing in and around the paranormal world. So you've got what you think you've heard at the time. All right, I've heard that. Write it down. The other person writes it down as well. Rerun the EVP of the session, and then compare your pads. That's one to do and one to test for as well. So, welcome everybody. Well, great question that. Thanks for the question. Hello, Shells. I'm going to give you a nice big uplift as well. And that's excellent. Thanks for that. Have you got the icon on the open mic? I forgot to put the banner on as well. So, blue cardigan it was when you was 11. Don't you just love it? Don't you love the intelligence of spirit? That's quality. That's fantastic. Right, Shelley. So that ties in with something that was given before for anyone that's tuned in late. Shelley. Are you having a tooth problem? You haven't cracked a tooth or anything, Shell, have you? Or you've been biting your lip? I don't know if you've got a little chip on your tooth. All right. Forgiveness, Shell. We know what to do. Put it down the plug hole. If you've been biting your lip, forgiveness, put it down. Get rid, get shut. All right. Communicate clearly has come out again for you. I feel there's been a misunderstanding as well. So again, I would safely say mountains out of molehills. All right. No, it's saying, but what it's saying with no is they're not telling me the truth. Just bear with me with that. What I mean is somebody's holding back on what they want to say. All right. Okay. If you believe, keep going, keep driving, Shell. I feel somebody's not said what they needed to say and it's come out the wrong way. And it's been taken tenfold out of context. Right, okay. Again, a balance card's come out for you. Balance, cleanse, refocus, regain, build your energy as well. What I'd like you to do as well, Shell, is the last 5 years, just visualize throwing anything that's not been happy around. So that's like the devil card. You'll feel better for when you've done that. Cut the umbilical cord of situations in the past. Harmless partnership as well, right? Okay. So with the devil card, it's the thrall of something else. So when you've got that, you've got something else to look forward to. People who are negative or bad influences, just cut the umbilical cord around out your aura, and that's what you need to do. And then you'll have harmless times in and around you, darling. Right. I said go to these as well for you, Shelley. Ask others for help. So that's your spiritual team. Get on with it. They're kicking you up the backside spiritually to get working. It's like, stop using every excuse in the book. I'm not telling you off. All right. They are. All right. King of Raphael, warm, generous, honourable, refined. Can't be talking about you, Shell. I'm only joking. Yes, it's safe to trust, the ability to accomplish things at once, follow your creative passion. And I've just said what your creative passion is. You need to start working spiritually again, darling. All right. So there we go in. Mad cutting your head off, cut my own head off sometimes as well. Keep them questions going. Haunted Scouts, how did you find the answer to that question? Just love that though. Sitting here tonight and you just got that reply is about the cardigan. Just love it when spirits show you things. You'd love a reading. Just pop your name on. Oh, telling me, Stella, something about strudel. Is that German? Strudel, is that food? You've been trying different strudel. Okay, I'll give it, I don't know if it's Bavarian or something. Are you trying different tasks and topics, either in the kitchen or you're just drawn to doing something off the cuff that you wouldn't usually do? That's how I feel with you at the moment. It's like, go for it, run with it, do it, get on. All right. Celebration around you, Stella. All right, celebration. Again, usually I'm not giving christening or anything. We want the gatherings together. That's what I take as a celebration at this present moment in time. And a lot to me is people pushing for that, the more and more and more and more and more. Also, as what's come out is reconsider. All right. I always say 1 step back, 4 steps forwards. Don't go chasing the bad situations like the 4 or 5 of cups. Rub Aladdin's lamp, but don't go chasing a situation you don't have to, because to me somebody's coming back with the tail between their legs. Oh, cards fell out as well. Solar plexus. So run with your gut intuition, I always say when I get the chakra cards out around about that area. Okay, and again, if you need to balance and cleanse, it looks right, but 2 out of 7 chakras have come out there for you. How I feel is you need to clear your throat. Okay. Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience, faith, and do not force it to happen. That's also as well. All right. That's your 1 step back, 4 steps forwards. All right. So watch what goes round comes round. What are them cards, please? They're lovely. Oh, right. You'll have to relate to which ones they were, Melanie. Awesome cards. Is it them ones? I don't know. The Shining. Spotted with the reading. No problem. I just love the intelligence of spirits. Evening, Garry. Do you have anything in and around me? Jess. Well, I suppose the same 5 or 6 people will be around you. That's around Mister. I'm going to go to my earth cards for you, Jess. I don't know whether you need to ground at the moment, but they're just saying earth cards, earth cards. And again, just 2 seconds. So that's a little reminder. Let's do a card for our Jess. Is our rage still around? So Jess, waterfall, effortless. Again, to me, get into the nature, sit down, you need to hear running water. So again, that's your count to 10 scenario is how I feel. So if things haven't just run your way this week or you've had a tough week, Jess, it's just like, it's like, I would say put a Reiki music on or timed music and running water music, but you'll be fine. And what I'm seeing now, Jess, is freedom. You always have a choice. All right, so freedom. I just feel like that you need some type of release this week, darling. I don't know if you've been overwound up or it's just like I feel like you've been stretched to the limit, elastic band, but you're not snapping. It's just that you just start unwinding now. And again, the Witch's Healers card come out for you, darling. All right. So again, healing. All right. So I feel that's healing around the situation. All right. Ooh. I feel as well, Jess, is somebody with very blue eyes that's quite striking in a way that just this person with blue eyes, it's like not more to them than meets the eye. There's a blue-eyed person that walks into the room and it's like they've got an in-depth to what they bring to the table. So it's like you can listen to their every word. All right. And what they've also given, Jess, is the Knight of Wands. Again, full steam ahead, very quick and very fast over the next 2 weeks. There's a reward coming in, but that's, to me, is like brings golden colours in, like bringing the Sahara Desert to you and bucket loads, a load of gold, nice colours all over you. And again, that's uplifting as well, Jess. Okay. Fire away with questions as well. Let's mix it up. Just done that, Shell. Hello, Pete. How are you? Hope you're diddling all right, young man. Shared some of the events for you again. Love and light to you all. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you for that. That's lovely. That's a nice greeting there, Sherry. Lovely name. Where are you tuning in from? Are you over in the pond? A supportiveness card's come out for you, Sherry. All right, but that's a spiritual supportive. I don't know whether there's been tears around you or somebody's had results back or something like that somebody's needed a bit of an upliftment, or you're looking after a friend and you're just trying to guide and support them as well. I just feel that there's been, over worrying about somebody else's health is how I feel, spiritually as well, in a way that the team are saying, look, there's loads of support around at the moment. All right. 10 of Michael, the situation has ended. You and your family are free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you, Sherry. All right. 10 of Michael. I'll let you have a little read of that. All right, so sometimes when we've come over things that we haven't wanted to deal with, it's like time to move forward is how I feel. Good evening, Jennifer. How are you, my dear? How's things? Hope you've had a good week. Feel spirited, very happy to see you along, Jennifer. I'm going to go to my witches cards for you. I wonder why that is. How is everybody? Don't forget to share one of the paranormal investigations events on Keep On Chatting, keep paranormal page. And we'll put anybody of the moderators will let me know who shared the pages tonight for the up and coming events. Guardian. So Jennifer, Guardian. All right, lovely black cat there, isn't it? And I just love the 5-pointed star as well around that. So again, nice protected. Spiritual animals are there as well. Okay. Are you suffering a bad back this week, Jennifer? Have you had a lot of aches and pains in the back area? I just feel that they're sending protection in. Then it's not as much as the healing. It just I feel like you just need to stretch off and go for a walk and just stretch your legs. Okay. And they've brought in healing as well. All right. So 4 of Swords. I always feel that they're quite low down, below the 4, 5s and 6 cards for me with the tarot, of any tarot cards that you use. I always feel that they're more past cards as well. That's brought you to your path of where you are up to today. Right, we're on 50 minutes again. I've just shuffled them. Same cards come out, Jennifer. All right. So healing. So that's come out twice. Have you been overdoing it, darling? Just yes or no? I think we just done that for you. Linda Judd. Hello, Linda. How are they? You shared the open mic hour. Much appreciated. If there's any chance, please read the card for me. Thank you very much for sharing. And again, as my good friend says, sharing is caring. Much appreciated. I'm going to do a card for you, Linda Judd. And remember, what they always safely say at the start is that for entertainment purposes, which I think we've got to say that by law, there's children in and around you, but again, that's what's the word? A togetherness around harmony. Have you had loads of visitors, or are you due loads of visitors, Linda? Is there certain people you haven't seen and you're waiting for them to surface again? All right. It's been the waiting game, Linda Judd, but also as well, put all the hard work in, it comes into fruition with this. So again, keep embedding what you're doing, it comes into fruition, the waiting game. Is it nearly over for you, or do you just feel that, yes, time to go, time to do this, time to do that? And I feel very excited. Spirits feel very excited around you. Again, when I see people, I always say to them, life's all about doing. All right. And I don't preach what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is I'm trying to give you the upliftment that you need, where it's like if someone asks you to go and do something, don't say no, say yes, okay, even if it's not what you like. Again, I'm seeing the tapestry cards for me. With the tapestry cards, that's going to nice places, but you're meeting people that come into your circle. All right, Linda, that's what they're showing me spiritually as well. All right. But don't say no, but you'll have a good time if you just keep saying yes as well. And the Emperor has come out, stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans, and that makes sense to what I've just been saying. So when you say yes, you get ambitious plans. So again, things tie in with that as well. And also, again, as the Emperor, it's influential or powerful man, which is yourself as a person, a kind, authoritative man, security, solid gains, long-term success and stability. And somebody's just said, that's wonderful behind me. They've just said, that's wonderful. Also as well, I had the lovely Tina Warren on a few weeks back. And if anyone's not been on her page, she sent me this lovely agate pendulum. And thank you for that, Tina. All right, it's much appreciated. And this is a live wire, this. There's my normal pendulum that I use. Whoop, stop. Where are we? And they're both away. They're both very busy. And they both start to work, and that's just love the energy in and around that blue agate. So let's see where we are. Oh, press the button. 15 minutes from me. Hello. Here's me lovely Welsh one. How's my lovely Welsh friend? How's the Valleys? How's the Valleys doing? Didn't do very well last night. Let me down against France. In my little lucky 15. So hopefully you have a few more surprises in the Euros this year. Trish, I'm going to do you a card, Trish, as well. Again, there is light at the end of the tunnel, darling. I just feel like you're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I do feel that you've been really, really bogged down. All right. And if anyone needs a clean, fresh start, I feel it's you, in and around with taking that full step forward. If you've had your wall up and your guard up, let your wall down and your guard down now, Trish. All right. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways, darling. Accept acts of kindness, giving and receiving, and general with a grateful heart. All right, that's a very powerful card for me, but that's the type of thing that you need to be hearing now, Trish. 6 of Ariel. All right, give it a minute to absorb that. And if our Rachel's still in the room, I'll get round to doing you a card as well. So just remind me, Rach. Where's our Linda tonight? Did her numbers come in? No, they didn't. They didn't. But again, it was worth trying. Our Linda had some numbers the other week. I'll get the pad out. I'll have a little re-look at them. I might do them tomorrow. So thank you for reminding me. She might be in work till 9 o'clock. Hi, Lani. Is that how I said it right? If I haven't seen the name, how it's spelled, I wouldn't know how to pronounce it sometimes. Being very dyslexic as well. Anything around Pauline? Window of opportunity, they've just said. And sometimes when I get this vision, it's like, you know, when you're looking out and you've got a shed and you've got a perspex window in the shed and it looks, it's not clear. And then they're just showing me clarity of things are coming real clear now. And there's an understanding as well that they're saying. There's a lot of clarity coming around you, Pauline. Are you waiting on any documentation, or are you waiting on anything to arrive via post or email? There's just clarity around you is what I'm hearing. Sincerity. You are the extra sensitive to energy and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. So I would safely say that that's slow down with, don't overanalyze stuff as well. Don't let them batter you. Some people say, they come up to me and they go, oh, Garry, I'm an empath and I'm this and that. I pick up on this, that and the other. That's great. Everyone works in different ways. But don't take everybody else's emotions on. That's how I feel it. Sometimes when I come across somebody that's empath, they can be drained quite a lot of the time because they're walking through energies that's got a lot of mannerisms and a lot of the weight of people's emotions as well. So don't take too much on. All right, Pauline, Triumph, moving ahead. All right, so with Triumph, it's victory. It's like the Chariot, victory against all odds, work and travel. Again, bigger picture, but definitely a lot of positives around you, Pauline, which I'll always give anyway. It's been beautiful, Garry. Excellent. I love getting down there and having a catch up with our Trish there. I remember working with the lovely Darren Higgins, and she threw me on stage. It had 2 hours kip, and she threw me on stage to do some readings on platform, and I was like, oh my God, I had matchsticks in my eyes. I was just happy serving tea and coffee, and that poor lady dragged me up onto stage after 2 hours sleep. But again, everything's meant to test you, isn't it? So a little bit of payback coming along there at some point where I'll push you to the limits. in a way of just like getting you to do the extra mile work-wise, Trish. No, go on, Rach. What are you going to say? Anything around Lisa? Okay. Again, fulfillment of wishes, I'm seeing. Fulfillment of wishes, Lisa. When spirits are saying that to me, it's like just, I would go over your bucket list. It's not my cough. Well, that was a very tickly cough coming through. Felt that was female. I felt it was female just trying to come in very close in behind me. Very tickly cough as well. All right. If it's not with you, it's fine. Just all the thought. Lisa. It's up to you. So again, anything that you're undecided about, fulfillment of wishes, put your bucket list out there, darling. All right, reevaluate things. And I know so many people have done that over the last 15 months with situations, but let go. All right. To me, when you let go of that energy or that thing that you need to move forward with, it's saying let go. Branch out is, again, there you go, within the next few weeks. So in and around branching out, set your goals, set your targets, go for it. It's not about reward or that type of scenario. It's about planning. And that's how I feel. It's like, right, need to do this, need to do that. Look forward to this, look forward to that. Again, it comes in with the patience card as well. So I'm going to go to my favourite cards. How are we doing? We're on 1 hour and 4 minutes as well. Massive amounts of stability around for you, Lisa. You know what's coming in budget-wise. Don't overspend. Stick with it. But again, there's your peaks, travels and journeys and trips there in the background. Queen of Swords is strength. So sit strong, sit firm. There's a lot of stability around with you. Okay. I feel someone's fleeced you as well. All right, I feel that someone's saying that's easier said than done, but I feel somebody's over burdened on you where they've asked for a little bit more possible help, or that they're thinking of asking you for that little bit more of possible help financially. Again, Rachel, what you got to say? Only you, Gaz, that's fine. Right, of course, David West is about to have an epic year. He's meeting the Coven in 4 weeks' time. David, all I can say is protect yourself, and I'll look forward to catching up. But when you do meet her, just have full protection up. What our Jess said. All right. Any questions? Anything we've not covered? I've covered you, Shells. Can you have a card, Angelique? Of course you can. Do apologise if I've missed anyone. Things coming into fruition for you. Again, they were showing me spiritual butterflies, but to me, that's the caterpillar becoming the butterfly scenario is what they're trying to relate to. I feel that they're saying things are coming into fruition. Angelique, hope, but you might get the remote control back for an hour. No, I'm only joking. That's on talking about a bit of the early on in the show as well. So let's see where we're going. What did I say? Coming into fruition, fulfillment of wishes, loads of water around you, Pandora's box there, that lid's coming open. All right, when you've got loads of water in and around you, Angelique, it's coming into fruition, fulfillment of wishes. I'll go to a witch's card for you, Shell, as well. I don't know how far behind. I do apologise. Guardian, and again, that's come out earlier on, but familiar. Loads of protection around you, Shell, giving you that comfort. It's like they're nudging into you spiritually, all the animals. Right, just right, Cherry. I can't remember what I've said. I don't mean it disrespectful. It's just I don't retain information. What comes in, it goes out, and that's always the best way to work. So give us a little recap on that as well, Sherry, please. David. Yes, definitely a lot of energies around you, David. It's all right, just chuckling away. Just chuckling away, sorry. Yeah, you'll. I don't think you get the last word in with Rach as well, David. She's that type of lady. What are your thoughts on reading people's dreams? Now, my interesting fact is that everyone always says keep a notepad by your bed, and then you won't remember your dreams the next couple of thoughts or whatever. You wake up in the morning, your next few thoughts start coming in of what you got to do for the day, and then you forget your dream all of a sudden. But if you pick that pen up and write your dreams down, I do feel at some point there's usually a sign, a symbol, or you could dream about Joe Bloggs, and then 3 days later you bump into Joe Bloggs, or Joe Bloggs phoned you and text you. It's just the insight of when you're relaxed in that mind state of when you're asleep, that the universe is doing what it's doing, and within your subconscious state of mind, that sometimes it can bring them to the forefold and tie things in and link things in. And again, it's all about how big a memory or store bank you've got of your computer up here, that some people can remember a lot of them down to detail, and then some people will think, oh, I've had the deja vu. I dreamt about that 3 or 4 days later. So I do feel that there's a parallel out there that works in different ways. Now, to me, depending on which level in the parallel universe that you're in, is the way that your dreams can work of what's coming forward, what's in and around you, who's in and around you, the way things tie in. And then all of a sudden as well, we all know we have the mad dreams that just don't make any sense at all. Do you know what I mean? And the one that always gets me is Jurassic Park, where you have the, I can't even think of the names. Yeah, I can't even remember the name of it. And all of a sudden it's chasing you down in your dream, isn't it? It's after you, it's chasing you. And I just hate them things. I can't remember the name of them because that long since I watched it. It'll come back to me in a minute. Thanks, Gary. It's working. Excellent. That's brilliant. Super duper shells. You're working on dreams. Can you please ask if Mother is with you playing around in your home? Sherry, well, I've just got the word no can do. I feel if that person is around playing, that they're not going to answer. There's no answer. No can do. Not telling you. No can do. Not me. I don't know whether that's a phrase of hers. No can do. Or can you take that as a family member? No can do. All right. In and around the card as well is recovery. Recovery. Don't know where that is. Don't know where that is. Just hold the thought. Okay. I don't know whether Sherry as well, you've had a massive dip, but you're having a massive weight to take it on a massive up as well. Keep getting this throat problem as well. Step back for me, please. Right. Okay. Oh. Sherry. Now that's a good card, isn't it? Happy days. Love and harmony. I'm going to say, is that for me or for you, Sherry? What are you trying to say, spirits? Let me know. That could be either one or two ways, Sherry. That's either for you or it's for me. It's been a while. Your mum, my mum playing around, is she, Shelley? Love working on dreams. It certainly is. What I'll do in and around your question, Sherry, is this goes forwards and backwards for yes. And there's your answer to your question. Is a yes. Okay. Was there a lot of shock around you at the time, Sherry? Was there a lot of shock? I feel that she's quite shocked, is how I feel. Like no words can say what she wants to say. But you know where someone stands there and goes, I just feel that they're in that watching, they're observing is how I always say that they're keeping quiet, they're observing is how I always feel. Do you sense some more in and around? Do you feel a figure of a lady at the bottom of your foot of your bed all the time, just watching and watching and watching? Just a yes or no on that. Do you feel like someone's touching your feet if they stick out of bed? That type of scenario. Do you feel hot or cold if your feet are on the bed? Do you feel like if you put your feet out of the bed that someone's like the feather touch? Or people sometimes get the cobweb effect as well when spirit are in and around close. Or have you just had that recently, like the cobweb effect? It's like a lot of spirit around when that happens as well. Can you please see if my mother is playing at your home? We've just tried and see what's going on. As again, don't feed the medium. I always safely say, don't feed the medium. I'm all good. I'm all good. Any more questions? We're on an hour and 15 minutes now. If there's anyone I've missed out, just let me know. Right, Allah, this is just amazing. Your military man, your soldier is standing around you, giving you the colour to wear. Lol, should have an investigation at your place to contact him. What colour have I got on? Don't know why I picked that tonight. Hello, Steve. Hope you're well. Hello, Sarah. Thank you for sharing. Don't forget to share. Keep paranormal investigations events tonight. And until I finish the show, I'm going to give Scooby-Doo away. We'll get an inbox. We'll put somebody in a random number selection and we'll get that sent off to somebody. He's just needs to go to a new home. He's been washed and cleaned today. He's been doing in the tumble dryer and everything in the wash machine. So he just needs a good home. So I'm going to give him away and see who we have as a lucky winner. So again, Rachel's pushing me to the limit. She's always saying that nerve pills. And again, Nikki, road trip. Right, any more questions? You'll take a card if you're drawn to me. Anna, how are you? Looking at you there, I don't know whether you need a bubbly day or you've just had a bubbly day. I just feel like, have you got a bubbly weekend booked? Have you got something planned for the weekend? I just see a lot of bubbly energy is how I feel. So I feel there's excitement around you, Anna. So hopefully it's the weekend. But just seeing a bubbly energy. Spiritual union. So that's growth. That spiritual growth that usually comes in with awareness. Awareness in and around spirit is feeling hot or cold on either sides. Feel like someone's trying to link with you, but you might not be working openly enough to connect. But just go with it. Patience. I just feel that you're due to receive something quite spiritual, that like your keys go missing or something like that, but something turns up. And someone's tapping the cards spiritually. So when the patience card come out as well, Anna, it's like, ask spirit if something goes missing, just ask them to return them. All right. So it's like I feel that they're playing a spiritual game, but there's fertility ahead where things come around into fruition. Again, when I get a fruition card, to me that the fertility card is like August, September, October. Nice things come on, nice things. It's again, it's like the abundance card with things. Right, we will wrap the show up soon. King of Raphael, warm, generous, honourable, refined. Yes, it is safe to trust the ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passion, Anna. Hopefully you are multi-talented. Hopefully you are multi-talented, but just keep going, keep cracking. How I feel as well, Anna, I feel you've got to crack the whip as well. So if you're the organizer and you're the one that makes things happen, keep doing what you're doing, but keep cracking the whip. All right, keep people into shape, basically. And it says retreat. All right, but I feel that's Sunday. I just feel that you need Sunday, your day of rest, retreat as well. Right, okay. Have you had any knee pains or aches, Anna? Have you had a right knee ache? Good evening, Marco. Hope you're well, young man. Thank you for all your help behind the scenes. And the lovely witch out there. Hope she's fine. That's with you. Oh, don't pretend to be the wife. She'll tell you off. You can't do right for wrong, Marco. There. Yeah. So send my love to Bex. A card for you both is power. Again, in and around that mark is power. The inner power is more coming to the forefront as well. Oh, cards just flew out. And again, it's a hope card. Don't lose sight of anything. Just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Keep moving forwards. And again, clear cognizance. Pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that come to you, as they will be answered prayers. I'm going to give that to both of you, Mark and Bex. All right. Ooh, they're showing me loads of running water. Thank you, buds, says our lovely Shelley. You are spot on with everything. Wow. And yes, spirits are kicking me in the butt. And so they should, Shelley. It's been way too long. So we know our little investigation of our development night needs to go ahead here one evening, and we'll sort that out in the very near future as well when you're up and ready for it. Interesting live, that's fine, that's what it's about. Some comments of what others hear too. Do you hear that? That was a massive little click and flick on the window, I think, from outside. Yes, lots to celebrate this month. Nerves of Steels, Rach. Thank you, spot on. Kathy, have I done yours? I thought I'd done. If I've done your reading, please let other people have one. If I've missed anybody, then I do apologise. Maureen Waddington. Oh, it's froze for a second. Jump right down. Oh, just bear with me, playing up. Just lost my place. Just bear with me. Just looking for my place where I'm up to. Are you still in the house, Maureen Waddington? Don't know how far behind I am. Thank you and your spirit team. You're welcome. Maureen Waddington is still here. Just lost my place where I'm up to. Hello, Sylvia. Card for you. Maureen Waddington, if you're still here, let me know. How's Canada? Love everyone in Canada. Definitely on my bucket list, that place. Looks like you've got your hands full of little children in and around there, grandchildren. Ooh, they're telling me about a feature. Now, a feature for you is sitting down in your own environment and watching your favourite film. That they're showing me either you've just done that or you've just enjoyed a program that you really enjoy. But to me, it's a film. They show me a feature, but they show me a cinema. So again, if you do you have drive-throughs in Canada? I don't know if you do or not. It's just, I feel like you're just watching. Okay, I'm going to give this out. Did you meet somebody in and around the cinema related to somebody back in your day? There's just something around the cinema and I'm seeing the big screen. I'll always give what I'm given. So let me know on that, Sheila. Sylvia. Kind, understanding, giving, and psychic is the Queen of Raphael. Follow your heart. Love of home and family. Trustworthiness and psychicness again. So have you got the gift as well, my dear? Because this is where Madam gets it from as well. This is where the lovely Jennifer gets it from as well. Acorns are just saying acorns. Things grow. Just keep seeing things grow around you. And this card's been out for the third time tonight. Peace comes from remembering the only love that is real, basically. So there's loads of love in and around you as well, Sylvia. And there's a little treat coming as well. And what they're showing me, I don't know whether you like Ferrero Rochers, but they're showing me a little box like that, but it's got chocolates in, but it does look like a box of Ferrero Rochers. If you don't like them, pass them on, but I do see a nice little treat of some chocolates for you. Thank you. At least I called you a lady. Wait till we meet up and then David can make his own mind up then. 4 weeks. We'll bring a protection crystal. Try the black onyx when you meet Rach. Take that with you. Keep that going. So, as I always sit in between, when I do any readings, I always sit in between two candles. I always sit in and around the power. And I always have massive crystal as well going. Clear crystal and my rose quartz as well. So I am very good, Melanie Tozier. How's you? She is, Gaz. Fuse kettle. Don't feed the medium unless he's stealing your crisps. You better bring plenty of supplies, Rachel. Scooby snacks, yeah, plenty of Scooby snacks. Anything for you, Melanie Tozier. And if I've missed Maureen off, please drop me a little comment in the box and I'll get round to you. I'm trying to wrap up as well, but I don't like leaving people out. Melanie Tozier. Oh, I'm going to go to they're telling me about seasons. I don't know whether we've just come out with your favourite season, which is possibly spring. I don't know, but they're just telling me about seasons. All right. And it's just come out with death, but just bear with me because death is transformation. All right, just bear with me with that. It's not what it means. All right. Death card actually is basically transformations. Again, positive changes, endings and beginning and changes that is necessary, Melanie. But it's around the season. So if you love spring, you're going into the transformation of the summer that you love, or when you get your transformation, whatever season that you enjoy most, that you're stepping into a new transformation around you as well. So you're stepping into new energies, and that's always good. And again, the death card just doesn't mean death, it just means positive changes and endings and beginning and playfulness. So there's a lot of playfulness around you as well. Good times ahead. Make a note. They show me a pad. You need to make notes. If you've done a list, you need to make a list, Melanie, of your priorities for one thing comes up, do it, get it done. If 10 things come at you all at once, just do the most important thing today, do the next one tomorrow that's most important. So just break one off at a time if you've been snowed under. All right. And there's also forgiveness in and around the card. I'm going to do you another card on top of that. I feel you can breathe more as well now, Melanie. I just feel like you've got more, you just like feel a lot of weight off your shoulders, and spirits are saying, listen to your intuition. All right. So go with your gut intuition. Everyone's a medium. Throw your energy up from your solar plexus, throw it up, throw it out there. And we'll see how we get on. Thomas, Turkish Delight. He knows my Scooby snacks too well. Yeah, don't have a lot of Lucozade now. It's too much sugar. Cappuccino, yeah. I've actually have honey now in my tea. I've stepped back from a lot of sugar. Oh, thanks, Thomas. Wouldn't change you for the world, matey. I will throw some evenings at you, Shell, and we will try and catch up. Great cards. You're welcome. Yeah, just ask them to wait outside, David. They shouldn't intrude in your personal space. Oh, they've just given me Roger. They've just given me William. As well as that other person's name. Was it Carlos? Carlo. We've got 3 names there. We'll see if that ties in as well. Thanks, Jess. If anyone has got a topic or a subject you'd like to see me cover or talk about or debate, or you're more than welcome on the live as well. We can always sort the link out and you can come in on screen as well. You can come in on screen as well and have your reading as I'm linking in as well. Sounds like Thomas is saying someone's trying to throw something at the window. Yeah, definitely after me attention. Well, that's where I usually ask the spirits to travel through. I've got spirits that usually wait in the hallway when I'm doing readings one by one, and sometimes they come in via the patio doors as well. Oh, now I've touched on something there, haven't I? Must be for you, darling. Next time I catch up, I'll get some for you as well. You're good, thanks, Melanie. Love Ferrero Rochers. Isn't that amazing? All you said is right, and yes, I love. Did you meet that person at the cinema? Because I just felt like, wow, this is brilliant. I just love being here in the watching the big screen. Just love it. Just love it. Just love it. I'm going to give you an angel card as well, Sylvia. Because that's what they just told me to do. And this has been out tonight. Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience, have faith, and do not force it to happen. Again, that's for you, Sylvia. Right. Let me know anything you'd like to see me cover, talk about. There she is. Here she is, the missing lady in the house. In the house. It's been like the Scarlet Pimpernel this week. They seek him here. They seek him there. I'm not going to sing. They seek him everywhere. The Scarlet Pimpernel. Guess what? Kaz. Guess what? No rest for the wicked. Spiritual growth. I feel like you've had an enlightenment week. I feel like you've had an enlightenment vision, or you've not said something. I just feel either you've seen an angel, felt an hierarchy in and around. I just feel that there's a lot of uplifted spiritual energy there as well. I'm going to go with this. Queen of Raphael. Kind, understanding, giving, psychic. Follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthiness and psychic information. Again, spiritual growth, a lot of love for our Kaz. I'm going to go to the witches cards as well for you. How is the broom this week? How's your broom doing? You've been busy in the house, you said, didn't you? Homecoming. There's your cauldron. There's your hearth, your hearth. All right. So there's your homecoming. It's like where I belong is how I'm feeling, Kaz. Lock up your sons. David's onto it. Little bit of team banter. Spring is your favourite season. But again, there's definitely a lot of transformation around you, Melanie, stepping into the summer season. There's that step over from the spring to the summer. What we 2 or 3 weeks away from the longest day in the UK is the 21st of June. Then you're into the summer months. I'm going to give you a card for the next term, the next season, the summer card. This is going to be a summer card. I know you like the spring, but there's something there in the summer card, in the summer period. All right, stability. Again, get out to nature, plan, travel. You know what's coming in, you know what's going out within your budget, but the stability, a lot of stability there for you. If you're anchoring in on something and you're trying to tie something down, that would make sense to me, that it comes about, all right, and comes into fruition. All right, trust. All right, Melanie, trust. Just trust them around the summer period. Please trust spirits. Yo, Frey is here. Oh, I've jumped miles ahead. Right, just going to go on to this one. Garry, if people, while you were alive, were mean and abusive, do they change and realise how they treat people and affect their lives? Yes, what I'm going to say with this, Lisa, is when people go over to the other realm and the other side, when your soul lives on and moves forwards, what you haven't learned in this life, they will be in a different perspective of what they need to be and where they need to be in the next life with the next soul. But when they go up there spiritually and they're on the realm on the other side, Lisa, is they see things from a different perspective. And they see things of how they were on this plane. They see things in a different light. They see things where they have a different outlook and they have a different perspective in and around that. If they go higher up into the white light when the soul moves on into the next life, or whether they go even nastier or lower down, they can change. And it's like a drive. So sometimes they can carry that drive on. And there can be a lot of frustration around that person in their next life because they felt guilty for how they were in the past life of when they've just gone through. So there's different periods as well, but they always say there is a cycle. There is a cycle. I believe there's 7 levels of light, and each person will go through what sphere that they need to be in with their soul moving on forwards as well. So your soul, how many times it's lived before? My soul's been around a long time. It's quite ancient soul. Again, I will learn and receive in different ways to what I've learned and received in different ways in the past life. But I've always find that the wisdom is kicking in now and stuff like that. So when you're on that side of the realm, they see things totally different to how they were on this plane. So there can be many, many different changes. So I always try and say, like, if you go in to order a new car and you want this, the salesman will say, well, what variant do you want? It's like when your life and your soul's moving around, it's like it can come in so many, it's like spaghetti junction. There's just so many different avenues or a colander of which way spiritually that they can see things and come out through the sieve of what they've done in the past. Do they feel any guilt? Do they feel any remorse? You might feel an energy around you where you pick up on that emotions where you can have it for many, many years, and then over time in a period that can fade away, where if somebody's passed and they weren't brilliant at their time on this plane, that they're trying to have the remorse. I had a house clearance case dating back to the early 1900s, 1890s. So it was in that period, but that was in and around the Hellfire Club, where a gentleman got introduced to that club and he didn't want any part of it. But there was virtually no way out for that person spiritually in and around what he'd been dragged into. So over time, and that energy came to me on his knees for forgiveness, but I couldn't send him to the top white light. I had to open a basic doorway for his doorway of what level of light he needed to be. So the level of light he needed to be was not lower down for the things he got drawn in and dragged into in and around the Hellfire Club. It was like a compromising light that he had to go into, like a level 3 or a level 4 or a level 5, where he felt comfortable that he needed to be, but he didn't want to be around the weighted lower energies that he was around when he was on this plane. Might sound bizarre and random, but again, sometimes if you open a doorway and a gateway to the higher light up there, it can be too much for them, so they can take time to adjust with their energy as they're moving through the spheres of life as well, with going to the white light is how I mean. So sometimes they can adapt while they're on the other side as well. So when they can adapt, they're getting their comfort zone, that person might come back to me and say, right, Gary, I understand how it works on this realm now can you send me to my original friends, family and loved ones, because I feel like I've had my remorse period. So again, it's like, stopping off on a different level as well. So again, spiritually, they will talk, and I will work with their guides, and I'll work with their team and ask them, where does this spirit energy need to be? What does this spirit energy need to learn? What does this spirit energy is about? Is it too much for them? Do they know where they are? So there's not just one specific question. We've coming across and communicating with a spirit energy, it can be a million answers. Do you know what I mean? So it's like talking to somebody in a library and you're talking quietly. They will have their level of what they can work with you on. You don't judge a book by its cover, so you've got to find out why they were like that on the time on this plane, and then you've got to say, well, go back prior to why he was like that. So you've got to break the layers down as well with the spirit. And then again, it's got to be on the compromising level, not just on their terms. So again, they've got to get used to you. That's why certain spirit energies go to certain mediums, is because they think, oh, I can link and connect with that person. And sometimes they just might not link and connect with the right medium. So sometimes it can take time for that person's spirit energy to get to the right place at the right time around the spiritual person that they need to link and work with. Again, it's just an endless way of learning. And again, they do see the remorse side of it. They do see that, but it's up to them if they want that. So they've got to be open to receive, to accept help. That's how I would answer that question, Lisa. Jennifer, I've done yours, haven't I, Jennifer? Now that's how to make an entrance. Jennifer, I will give you another witch's card. I am going, where's your card, Fieldsy? Rachel says, I'm doing it now. I'm going to do Rachel a card, the witch's one. Lord God, masculine. That's for you, Rach. No, sorry, Jennifer. Jennifer. But you need to listen out for what type of thing he's playing, Jennifer. Rachel, where's your card? I'm going to do you a cauldron card as well. Oh, two's come out. Balance is the first one. Rach. Oh, and it dropped. What I'm going to do there, because that dropped out my hand, Rach, I'm going to the next one. The card has come out as shadows, scrying mirror. And what did I say to you the other week? You don't like scrying mirrors, do you? And what did I say I was going to do with you? Yeah. So we've got to look at the inner mirror. All right. scrying mirror, and I said I'm going to get you to do it. All right, and then I'll go back to that card as well. Balance. It's the balance. What I think spirits are telling you, Rachel, is you've got to learn all the things in the tool basket, all the things in the locker, basically, all the things that you can come across and work with and experiment with in and around understanding. So they want you to have a little bit more understanding in and around the mirror, is how I feel. So somebody said to me, you might bring the inner ear out. Okay, we'll try that. Again, 4 cards have fell out, right? So I'm going to give you these. The 5 of Cups is sadness. All right, sadness. So if anything's not coming to fruition, what I'm seeing with the sadness side of it, it's like, you know, you take a deep breath, you go, all right, that didn't come about. That's what I'm feeling with that. 2 of Pentacles is juggling. Keep juggling. And I know you're in a new home and all that, but that's the type of thing you need to keep doing. To me, the 10 of Cups is Cupid. I've just mentioned that as well, home. And I just mentioned your home. But again, that's a Cupid card for me because it's the Lover's card in the tarot. the balance of, what's the word I'm after? Soulmate. So again, the Chariot, angel of guidance, and this is where he's moving you forwards to, because the yin and the yang and the balance is fine. Victory against all odds, work and travel, change of a house, which you've already done, success, responsibility, but now you're going to start doing anything with a purpose. This lady with the throat's driving me mad tonight. So I'm just clearing my throat. So I've done that for you. I have, darling. I've just been doing any random questions. How's things, Tina? Hope you're well. I'm going to wrap up the end of the show. If there's any more questions, feel free. This is what I love about the banter. You can't beat good old banter. I got a new broom collected in the garage on Monday and back on the new job this week. So very busy, our Gazette. That's correct. But I do feel you've had some type of enlightenment. By an actor. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I'm getting freedom of speech as well. They're telling me about freedom of speech. You should carry on saying what you want to say, is how I feel with you, Sylvia. Carry on having your freedom of speech is how I feel at the moment. Excellent. In the theatre, yes. You're welcome, Melanie. So, hopes all's good with you, Kaz, back at work, and well done. It's been a big year, well done. And what did Rachel say? 8 bloody mirrors, running for the hills again. No, 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 not when I'm around, Rach. I'll be pushing you to your limit. We never stop learning. Lisa. Stuck in the past of abuse, some love. Yeah, just around the situation as well, throw love and white light at it. And I always safely say there was one scenario, a situation I had to go and see somebody quite high up. And he said, you will not have the answers for somebody else, Garry. So what you need to do is put the full stop on it, put it in room 101, put it in the corridor, forget it. So in your mind, put it in room 101, put the full stop on it, because you won't have the answers for somebody else as well, Lisa. So again, it's about understanding that. And sometimes when you put the full stop on it, put it in room 101, and it is a lot of weight off your shoulders as well. And I am a big believer in what goes round comes round as well. All right. So what I'm saying is there is the positives comes out of it. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. All right. You ghost hunting tomorrow, Jenny. Where are you off? What day are we on? Is it Friday tomorrow? Where are you off? Thomas, have you had Eric over with you lately, which is one of my spiritual team? Find you kind sir. Thank you, kind sir. Reincarnation next week. Right, okay. Well, you're coming on then. Need to do some homework there, don't we? Reincarnation. Great idea. Jennifer's still there. Still there. Right. I'm full of awesome ideas. And thank you for staying with me tonight. No problem. I don't know. Yeah, okay. It's all about sharing the driving. Eric's a legend. Eric is a little leprechaun of mine. Loads of good luck around Eric. You've adopted him. He doesn't seem to want to leave. He's a little energy that bounces on the bed, and then you know when he steps into the room as well, he pops in and pops around everywhere. What's that? Oh, right, okay. Misread your name. I do apologise. Is it an old rocking chair or something that's in and around that's quite appropriate? Have you got an old chair outside on the veranda or anything? Is that their special chair? Just saying now. Get more information in and around, Janine. Because I've seen the chair, just presumed it was Jennifer. Sorry. Is it an old rocking chair? Saying get more information. I feel someone's tip-tapping around you as if they're treading lightly. Someone's treading lightly around you. Communicate clearly. All right. I don't know whether you've had earache recently or you've needed a good telling off. I just feel that someone's chuckling away at me. Right. Okay. Six of Pentacles is generosity. I always say it's nice to receive, but it's also nice to be nice as well. I feel like you need to do a good little turn or a good little deed, or you just need to put something right. All right, make a home baked apple pie or something. I just feel you need to make peace with somebody, or like, I don't mean apologize. What I mean is just go a little extra mile on something and making something special, a nice way of making up, but you don't have to if you don't want to. All right, Two of Ariel. It is important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So what you do, make things fun around you. So if things are dragging out and it's a long, laborious stuff, just make them fun. Yeah, it doesn't mean dangle on the edge, but always put the positives in and around every situation. Turn everything into a positive, and more positives brings more positives. All right. And again, get more information. Ooh. Right. Okay. Stay with me. I am going to go now because I've been on nearly 2 hours. I do apologize. And then abundance comes in. So nice things on top of nice things in and around you. So when you do nice things, there's more nice things for you. Think it's Shrewsbury. Right, okay. We'll see, Jenny. We'll catch up. Right, folks, I'm going to sign off there. I think you're on one of the longest shows tonight, but I just needed to catch up. Don't forget, please share any keep on paranormal events, and anyone that shared that tonight, the team will inbox me of any names. I'll put them on a list and I'll do that spin the wheel, and I will send off a lucky winner of Scooby-Doo. He needs a new home. It's been washed today. Smells gorgeous, but he needs a new home. I can't put him on my van. So again, he's just looking for a new home. again. All right. So I'm going to say, take it easy. Have fun. Stay safe, folks. You have an earache. Do bake for the family and enjoy fun times. That's great. Just keep the positives going. That's fantastic. Have a good night. Stay safe, folks. Enjoy June. Where's the time going this year? Hasn't it flown? And there's my little sidekick in the background. She's saying good night to everyone. Wish you loads of love and white light. Stay safe. Do loads of positive things for people. Put everything out there because, again, enjoy life. Enjoy life to the max, folks. That's all I can say. That's what it's all about. And take it easy. Thanks for tuning in. I'll try and get a guest either for Monday night or a topic, a subject, and Thursday we'll see where the open mic leads us along, and I'll try and get some people and we'll try and tie in and get things booked in again. But we've had a bank holiday weekend here this week, so a little bit out of routine. I'm going to say good night. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to share Keep Paranormal Investigations events, and we'll get you in the hat. I might even try and have a little look for something a little extra to throw in there as well. But take it easy. Stay safe, folks.